Friends and followers, welcome back to my channel. Greetings from the sleeper berth, and I hope y'all are doing well out there. And today, I want to talk about a direct threat to your personal freedom. I mean, we've had these in the semi for years. And this morning, I had an incident with a four-wheeler that did not result in a crash, luckily. But the technology used in my semi that allowed police to track me and to track this crazy four-wheeler is coming directly to the four-wheelers like that one that was involved in the incident this morning. And at the end of the video, I want to tell you all about some issues I'm having with cash. Because a lot of things are costing us more these days as drivers. And therefore, let's get started. And I'll catch you around here in just a moment. Hey y'all, this is Trucker Zach Bell, and you're watching Truckin It. Now truck on down to that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and make sure to share this so you won't miss any more episodes. And oh yeah, check out the YouTube channel. I've got a lot more going on. So, this morning, I had a close call with a four-wheeler. And by four-wheeler, that's trucker slang for car. This close call was unlike any other I've had in the past. And when a close call like this happens due to a drunk driver or a driver with a radar detector specifically, there are times in which I need to call the highway patrol, and I ended up having to do that. My dash cam caught this guy. He kept brake checking my truck. He kept slowing way down when he got in front of me. And I had to look inside his window to figure out why. He was attempting to use a crash to ambush my truck. And he kept doing the same to the other trucks around me as well. He was in a gray Chrysler 200 with Arkansas plates. And I could clearly tell that the guy had some serious issues. And one moment he'd be going 70, the next moment he'd be going to 61, next moment 57, and then back to 65. And I'd look inside his car, I'd see something flashing him with a red or green light. And this wasn't just him texting on his phone. Now, I've gotten into the topic of radar detectors in the past because I've actually had a similar incident happen before involving car drivers who have these. Let me explain something to y'all. All these new semis that are out here have forward and now rearward looking radars. In fact, my Cascadia has 3 of them. Dual lens camera. One of the lenses faces the driver. Another camera for the lane departure warning. Basically, when you're around these new trucks, you're surrounded by surveillance. And that leads to a direct threat. Starting in 2026 model year, the infrastructure bill that was passed by Joe Biden mandates that all new cars coming out have driver-facing cameras, radar technology, and the ability to track their location, and the ability to detect if your hands are on the wheel and if you're driving drunk. So, this is a direct threat to your personal freedom. But it might also save lives. Here's the kicker. My semi already has every one of these systems with the exception of the drunk driver detector. I've been dealing with these systems since 2014. And these systems have caused numerous incidents like this involving cars and semis. Some people have gotten smart. The radar detector manufacturers at the high end have gotten smart with things like DSP filtering and advanced technology. But the low-end, cheap Chinese junk radar detectors, like the one that was in that Chrysler 200 this morning, don't have this tech. And they will go off for your lane departure assist and for your adaptive cruise control. So I am warning you, if you're getting into this industry, be prepared. And hopefully they cover this on your training course on how to observe a terrorist threat. And if they don't, then we need to talk about this. Because if it's not getting covered in your training course, y'all are in for a huge awakening when this happens to you for the first time. So, let's get on to the freedom aspect of this. With all these cars getting this new technology, incidents like what I had this morning will happen more and more and more. And not only that, but then the cars could shut off at any time for any reason. If break the speed limit, car shuts off. Start having a diabetic episode, the car shuts off in the middle of the highway and you get rear-ended. Start having mechanical trouble with the sensors on the car. Hopefully there's some sort of override for this. But let's just say the car might shut off in the middle of the road and not give you a place to pull over. And this is stuff that I've had happen before with these semis, where they detect a flying plastic bag and slam on the brakes for no reason. So I would encourage y'all to call your congressman today and tell them that you don't feel safe with all this tech that's coming out, because you haven't had the incident yet and you'd rather not. I'd rather not either. And this technology is still in its infancy, and it needs direction on what it's required to sense. That's my take on the new regulations that are coming out. And I shared this yesterday from a lawyer who deals with a lot of this stuff. I think it's very possible he's right on this. Some of you are getting your freedoms taken away. And the fix for this problem, for now, is when that model year rolls around, stop buying new cars. So if you want to buy a new car, buy now. Otherwise, just buy used. That's what I would encourage y'all to do. So now on to the next segment. Now on to the next segment about my cash troubles. Currently, I'm going through financial hardship. Not having enough money to make my payments and cover my bills. And I have contacted my creditors about this. Yesterday I just contacted another one, and I got to call them back later today. And the thing is, my diabetes supplies and my food that I have to have out here on the road have gotten expensive enough to where it's become hard to afford things like my truck, my house, and my bills. So, I've been trying to get a side hustle going on Fiverr, and I would really appreciate it if y'all would hit that up and check it out, because I'm getting into voice acting, and yes, I am saying a lot of uhs in this video, and I'm really wanting to see what that is like. I know it's going to be a lot of hard work, but that's probably the way I'm going to have to go forward with this in order to get myself out of debt and to have a backup plan just in case my trucking career starts falling through, or the doctors that I'm working with tell me I can no longer drive a semi. So, if you could, just go check that out. I'll have a link down in the description below. And until next time, let's make your best trip your next trip. Keep learning, keep thinking, keep on trucking. And I'll see you around. Bye for now.